morning, students. Today we are going to do the earliest people. So you have already done it earlier. So we will just revise it once again. Now, at first beginning of the chapter, let me tell you something that regarding the earliest people. The earliest people, they are when they used to live in the forest, they belong to the generation of apes. Okay, and they lived some round about 3500 million years ago. They were termed as hunter gatherers. Why? Because they used to hunt animals. Okay, and why gatherers? Because and they used to gather the plants, the food materials from the forest. Okay, so these hunter gatherer was term to them. And as you know, as they are early human beings, there was no vehicles, so they couldn't be able to move from here one place to another. So how would they go? They move from one place to another in the forest just by walking. Okay, now we are coming to the first thing, that is evolution. What is evolution? Now, scientists believe that life started on Earth some 3500 million years ago, and human beings developed in stages over the centuries from a series of ancestors. This is called evolution. So what is evolution? Where the scientists believe that life, I told you earlier that life started on Earth some 3500 million years ago. Okay, and human beings, they developed in stages over the centuries from the series of ancestors. So at first I told you that the human beings, they were early human beings, they belonged to the family of apes. Okay, and slowly there were development in their body. Okay, and so these changes came slowly, and this process is called evolution. Next we are coming to the Stone Age. This is the first stage of early human beings. Now in this Stone Age, the first thing is hunter gatherers. Now I told you earlier also, they are termed as hunter gatherers. Why hunter gatherers? Because they used to hunt animals in the forest, and they gathered the food parts, okay, with different roots, different seeds, different plants for eating. So they are termed as hunter gatherers. Then making of stone tools for hunting, as metal was not discovered. So later on they made tools for hunting, as it was very difficult for hunting animals without tools. So they made tools, but it was made of stone. Okay, that is why the age is termed as Stone Age. Next, these stone tools were made of what materials? They were made of bones, animal horns, pieces of wood were used to make the stone tools. Now, this Stone Age is divided into various ages. Now, this is there are various stages, various ages. The first age is Paleolithic age. This Paleolithic age is also termed as the Old Stone Age. Okay. Next comes Mesolithic age. Mesolithic age means the Middle Stone Age. Okay. After Paleolithic comes Mesolithic. That is, from old they are stepping towards middle. Next comes the New Stone Age. That is from middle to new. That is Neolithic age. And then comes the Chalcolithic age, which is also known as the Copper Stone Age. This is the new age. So we will be first doing with this Paleolithic age. Another thing you have to remember, that factory sites. What is factory sites? Now the places where ancient tools were made. The ancient tools, they were made first. This is called factory sites. Next comes habitation cum factory sites. Okay, what is that? Places where the hunter-gatherers must have stayed for a longer. Now the place where the hunter-gatherers have stayed for longer period of time, that place is called habitation cum factory site. Habitation means the place where human beings live. Okay, so this is the place where hunter-gatherers lived for long. Okay, so habitation cum factory site. So factory site is the place where ancient tools were made, and habitation cum factory site is the place where the hunter-gatherers lived and made the tools. Okay, next we are coming to the Paleolithic age, which I told you it was the first stage, Paleolithic stage. Now in the Paleolithic age, hunter-gatherers, they are these early humans, they are termed as hunter-gatherers. Why? They used to hunt in the wild forest. There was no shelter. They used to hunt wild animals. Okay, and gatherers, they used to gather the food particles, the roots, the plants, and so they are called hunter-gatherers. They lived in caves in the open or under rocks. So there was no house. They don't know how to make huts. So they used to live in the caves, okay, or they may lived in open in the forest or under the rocks, okay. How do they eat? They eat the gathered plants and parts and hunted animals. So plant parts they gathered, they hunted animals. The two important tools during that age was core and flake tools, okay. Now these two tools we will just discuss. What is core tools? Core tools, they are oval shaped, made by cutting off pieces from small rocks. So they are oval shaped, okay, and they were made by cutting pieces from small rocks or pebbles. So from rocks and pebbles they were cut into oval shaped. And what purpose it is used? It is used for digging edible roots and tubers and cutting trees. For cutting trees, for digging edible roots, this core tool was used. Roughly I have made a sketch. You can see like this sketch the core tools looked, okay. It is oval shaped. Next comes the flake tools, tools that were very sharp, okay. They were chiseled out. Chiseled out means they were made strong and sharp. So these tools are very sharp, okay, and they were made while making core tools. They were used for skinning. For what purpose? They were made for skinning hunted animals and chopping flesh. For hunting, used for skinning hunted animals, to take out the skin of the hunted animals and chopping the flesh of the animals, for cutting it into pieces. These flake tools were used, and these tools that were very sharp, okay, and they were made very strong. So this is the feature of flake tools. Next we are coming to the discovery of fire. Now fire was discovered in the Paleolithic age. Okay, how do we know? The traces, from the traces of ash, it was discovered that Paleolithic people discovered the use of fire. They discovered fire accidentally when they rubbed the, how do they got the planning of making fire, from where? So they discovered fire accidentally when they rubbed into two pieces of stones. There was a spark. These stones are called flints. So accidentally they rubbed the two pieces of stone, and from there a spark came, okay. That is from there they got the idea of having fire, and these small pieces, they are called flints, okay. Next we are coming to the Mesolithic age. Now before coming to the Mesolithic age, let me tell that after the discovery of fire, they now used they can know the usage of fire, that fire can be used to light the caves. They can now able to cook food, roast the food from fire, okay. They can even use fire for scaring the wild animals. So all these usage of fire they will know after discovering of fire, okay. Now we are coming to the Mesolithic age. Now in the Mesolithic age, the climate was also becoming warmer and favorable for the different crops, different plants to grow, okay. Growth of several plants and animal species, this growth of plants and animal species are favorable. The climate in the Mesolithic age was favorable for the plants and the animal species to grow, okay. And life was becoming much more easier than the Paleolithic age. Next we are coming to the microliths. Microliths were used as tools. The tools, how are they looking? The tools looked like stone blades, helped in fishing and capturing bigger animals. So with the help of microliths, the people of the Mesolithic age, they used in fishing and capturing bigger animals. So this new tool was made in known as microlith. It is used in the Mesolithic age. Next coming, domestication of plants and animals. This is also very important, domestication of plants. Now in this Mesolithic age, people now come to know how to domesticate the plants, how to domesticate the animals, okay, how to get benefit from these plants and animals by domesticating. How? Growth of plants like wheat, barley, rice, eating and collecting seeds. So they know how to grow plants, how to grow wheat, these new plantations of new crops, wheat, barley, rice, how to grow, then how to eat these plants, crops, and how to collect the seeds, okay. Next, they can able to grow their own food by seeing new growing plants. Now they realize that why we will go to the interior of the forest and face the those animals, harmful animals. It's better to settle in the place where we can get crops, okay, where we can get the plants and live over there. That will be much more safe, safely they can live over there. And then they were slowly moving towards settled life. Then they are moving towards the settled life. They were becoming slowly and slowly civilized, okay. Next we are coming to the Mesolithic sites. Now in the Mesolithic sites, we will just remember some areas where we can find this Mesolithic site, that is plains of Gujarat, rock shelters of Bhimbetka, Adamgarh, Chota Nagpur sites, along the banks of the river Ganga between Gazipur and Varanasi, Bagor and Buddha Pushkar, Birvanpur, that is in West Bengal, and Sanganakalu, that is in Karnataka. These sites, this Mesolithic age, Mesolithic sites are found, and Mesolithic people have been found over in these areas. Next coming is the rock painting. Rock paintings at Bhimbetka is also very important. It's very beautiful. Rock paintings in Bhimbetka. It is located in Madhya Pradesh. It is considered as a World Heritage Site by UNESCO. So what is depicted over here? Animals were shown. What type of scenes were there? Hunting scenes were shown. Running after the hunters. Okay. Birds, fish, lizards, crabs, frogs and scorpions have been drawn over here. Okay, these are the things that we can see in the rock paintings at Bhimbetka. And some paintings show men and women. Okay, so these were also another feature, that there are some paintings of men and women also we can see in the rock paintings of Bhimbetka. From there also we can get the hint that how men and women were at that time. Okay. Then coming the red and white, these are the two colors that were the most widely used, okay, in this rock paintings of Bhimbetka. So here is the chapter, earliest people. I hope you have understood. Go through it. We will meet again in the next class. Thank you.